Hello, my name's Will and I work for Quell. Now what I've been doing over the past few months is talking about my core subjects of workplace violence. And the good news for ourselves within Quell here is that we have actually attained quite a few new clients through the platform of LinkedIn and our new YouTube channel. And that's good news for us. And already they've got bookings for our virtual classroom training in 2021. However, what they also asked me over the past few weeks especially is, okay, well, we're coming up to Christmas, that's our busiest period. Is there anything that we can implement that will reduce risk? And I don't mean training and I don't mean policy and procedures because we haven't got time to do that, which I understand, believe it or not. So I turned around and I suggested codewords. And I'm going to be honest, one or two of them did laugh because I understood that, because a lot of people think codewords are childish or there's something that don't need to be used or we don't need to think about it. But actually, when I actually went through it and I actually gave them examples, they actually thought, wow, that can be done. Exactly. So here's 3 code words that I actually came up with that would actually, believe it or not, reduce the risk and improve personal safety if used correctly. The first code word I came up was for police. What I said was this. In the hospitality and retail world that they're all from, I said, if you mention the word police in any of them type of, shall we say, environments, people get excited, whether it's the guests or the customers or even staff, believe it or not. So what can we implement in place? So we came up with a code word. Not going to tell you. Now the code word was quite simple. It was a person's name that wasn't, shall we say, related to that organisation. And what it did was this. I gave them examples. I said, well, if we had an incident, let's say we had someone that was carrying out a violent action or someone was stealing something, it was pretty dangerous to that point. How do we, shall we say, alert our colleagues that there is actually a serious situation? And that's why we came up with that code word. The second code word I came up was for concern. And I gave them examples, like for instance, if I'm sat on a till and I'm doing my job and I see something that's a grave concern, how do I alert my fellow colleagues or my supervisor that I have a, shall we say, a concern without openly saying concern? And how do they then alert each other? If I'm working in a hotel, let's say I'm on reception and I see a guest or I see somebody that's walking off the street and they're a concern, how do I alert my colleagues, or even if I've got security, that I have a concern about that person? Or even if I ring somebody, how do I inform them that I actually have a genuine concern? The last one, that surprised one or two of them, was for leave. And I went to hospitality and I explained to hospitality. Imagine this. You have staff that have to go into a guest room. And let's say it's not going the way they planned, which those in hospitality will understand what I'm on about. How do we then alert each other to leave the room safely? How do we move ourselves safely? If we're in retail and we're coming across someone that's acting violently or dangerous, even could be something as severe as a robbery, how do we alert our staff to back away, to move, to leave that current situation? And then you slightly modify them, the code words and the actions, depending on the environment that you're in. One thing about code words is this. The people that seem to use code words and seem to respect the code words are people like me that has actually used them in what we call real time. Code words are good if you treat them, as I've already said, professionally. You take the time with your colleagues and staff, sit down and think, what can we have as a code word and what action should we have with that? It's quick, it's simple, and it can be very, very effective if used. Thank you for watching. Stay safe whatever you're doing. Please continue to follow us on our YouTube new channel and our LinkedIn page. I'll keep doing the videos with the requests. Stay safe whatever you're doing, and bye for now.